What's up, boys and girls? How is everyone doing here on this very fine Sunday evening? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Hope you guys are excited to get down to business and to start off a brand new trading week. True Trading Group is the fastest growing and highest rated premium online trading educational platform and community where we all share the same goal, guys. To learn, trade, and profit together. In that order, learn, trade, profit, not trade, profit, learn. Okay? Learn, trade, profit. That's our slogan for a reason. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live for free on this YouTube channel where myself, other TeachD moderators, and special guests will drop golden nuggets of free education and information that will help you become a better and more profitable trader. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader. I'm now the current head trader of True Trading Group. And along with my team of 6 pro trading moderators, we cover all types and different styles of trading, including swing trading, day trading, options, advanced option strategies, shorting, long-term investing, and a lot more. There is literally something for everyone at any skill level in True Trading Group. Whether you've never traded stock a day in your life or you've been doing this for 20 years, there's something for you in True Trading Group. I started my career working for a hedge fund right out of college, my very first job. Before I was ever able to touch $1 of their money, guys, I went through an intensive 3-month training program where they set me on the path to becoming a successful trader. That is where I learned how to trade. I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I was taught. I've since taken that curriculum, I've simplified it, and I've made it available to all of my TTG family members. Okay, now, did I actually forget to mention I began my career right out of college, right around the time of the financial crisis of 2008, the Great Recession, the subprime mortgage crisis. But not only did I survive, but I thrived during that time, guys, actually receiving one of the Trader of the Year awards from the firm. And then that brings me to say this. The volatility that we have seen in the market from March 2020 till now has absolutely been insane. Okay. In fact, if you guys were not trading prior to March of 2020, there's a really good chance that all of that volatility that we've seen is the very reason why you got interested in stocks in the first place, and the very reason why you're actually watching this live stream now to try to learn how to become more involved and how to make money and profit from trading stocks and options. The volatility has allowed for some of the best trading conditions for day traders, swing traders, even long-term investors that I've seen in my entire trading career. And I've been doing this now going on like 17 years. Okay. Now, if you want to talk about throwing fuel on the fire, then you guys throw in all the mainstream media press that you've been seeing on the markets, like with regards to stocks like GameStop, AMC. You've got Dave Portnoy with Barstool Sports getting involved with day trading, like groups like Wall Street Bets. Hell, even the crypto resurgence with Bitcoin to 60,000 and, you know, meme coins like Dogecoin getting a lot of notoriety and push from, you know, high profile CEOs like Elon Musk showing support for crypto on Twitter. All of this has increased volatility. You've seen tens of millions of brand new retail traders enter the markets over the last year. And when you mix all of these elements together over the past 12 months, you quite literally get the perfect storm for traders. Okay. And now listen to me closely with this warning. Okay. Because sometimes even a broken clock is right twice a day. And just because you may or may not have made money once or twice after watching a YouTube video on like how to day trade or how to trade options does not mean that you guys actually know what you are doing. Now, I don't care what anybody says. You're either educated and prepared or lucky. And the difference, luck only gets you so far. Luck might last for a couple of weeks, or luck might last for a handful of trades. But if you guys ever want to be consistently profitable, being properly prepared and getting a proper education is a skill that can carry you guys actually for a lifetime. You know, no matter how much anyone wants to say, you know, oh, scour YouTube and watch a bunch of free videos on how to trade, you'll eventually learn how to do it. You'll make tons of money. And for anyone that says that, I'll reply to you with this. This is a stat you've probably heard commonly in the past, and that's 90% of traders fail. And I can show you that most of the 90% of traders that fail is because they've tried to educate themselves online without knowing what they're doing, without getting a professional education, maybe falling victim to some type of sales gimmick or some type of, ooh, I'll show you a secret, some of that nonsense. People that are looking for a get-rich-quick scheme and are trying to learn this on their own for free. If that worked, I assure you that 90% number would be substantially less. The reason why 90% of traders fail is because they don't actually know what they're doing. They have not gotten an education to actually learn this skill. As I've said before, guys, I started my career learning to trade in one of the worst financial crises that we've ever experienced in the markets. When you go back, aside from the financial crisis of 08, and really the Great Depression was the only other worse stock market crisis or financial crisis that we've ever experienced. And I have, thanks to the education and support from my community of coworkers and my mentor that I received. And I take comfort in knowing that no matter what happens in the world, like global pandemic, war, inflation, whatever, as long as the stock market is open, I'm confident that we can make money, whether the market's going up, down, left, right, sideways, upside down, inside out, does not matter. And guess what? True Trading Group members are being taught this exact same skill on a daily basis. Now, I want to know right now, if this is your very first TTG live stream, or you are not a member of True Trading Group, I want you to type the letter I in chat right now. If you're not a member, or this is your very first live stream, guys, go ahead and type the letter I in chat right now. All right, we got JJ Brooks, we got Tim Diaz, we got Maury Felix. All right, we've got Bright Ideas, Josh Duran. Oh, you guys are really typing quick now. I'm trying to keep up. Cameron Smith, X Slayer, X Able, Mike A, Kef Stacks, Bez Mahdi, Adam Holbeck, Donovan Nelson, Kabling, Kevin Ayers, Amy Byers, Voltage, Rahul Shivari, Jamie Frug, Trent Allen, Roberta Delorio, Bradley Blanche, Kathy Kamizi, Paul Top, Jeremy Rowan, Joshua Merrill, Marcus Scott, Janet Hauser, Darian Calderas, Trading Bunker, Faye Stevens, Guile Nergard, Mark Burr, Robert Ryder, Craig Zimpel, Sean Butler, Abdella Tare, Stephen P., Michelle Monet, Patrick McCain, Leslie Oppenheimer, 100-fold, BT Strayhorn, the list goes on and on. I can't even keep up. There's so many of you. Francis, M. McNabb, Sue Yu Pang, Paul Arson. Wow, guys, welcome, all of you. There's so many. I can't even keep up. You guys are keep typing the letter I. There's so many letter I's in chat I can't even see. It looks like a level 2 breaking through resistance. I love it. I love it. Welcome, 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 everyone. You guys have no idea what you've just stumbled upon, but stick around a bit and you will learn very quickly. Like I said, welcome to the True Trading live stream, guys, where every single one of these lives, I will share with you golden nuggets and free lessons on day trading, swing trading, stocks, options, you name it. We trade it in True Trading Group, small caps, mid caps, large caps, ETFs. We trade it all. Like I said, it's not just me. 6 other moderators that all practice and all implement different styles and strategies. And you have access to all those moderators and are taught all of these different styles and traders. Because honestly, so many traders in their, like, when they're first trying to figure out their trading career, they don't know what type of trader they are. They don't understand what type of style they want to implement. And a lot of it has to do with not only a combination of your personality, but also your life. Some people, don't have the ability to sit in front of a computer all day long. Others do. So you've got to be able to implement a style and a strategy that fits for you, not only your personality, but also with your life and the other responsibilities that you have throughout the course of the day. Let me see. I have $2,000 to use now. Is it worth the $1,200 out of that to join here? Woo! Here, let's do this. Let's do this. So Bright Ideas has a question. Bright Ideas says, I've got $2,000 to use. Is it worth the $1,200 out of that $2,000 to join here? Bright Ideas. I'm not going to answer that question for you. I will allow my TTG members to answer that question for you. My TTG members, if you are a member of True Trading Group, is it worth it for Bright Ideas to take $1,200 out of that $2,000 and join the TTG membership? My TTG fam, sound off in chat if you think Bright Ideas should join the TTG fam. Sound off if you think it is worth $1,200. And then tell me if you think it's worth more than that. Tell me how much you think a TG membership is worth. Bright Ideas and anyone else that's interested in a membership, don't listen to me. Seriously, not kidding. Pay attention to all the comments that are coming through right here on the side of this chat, because those are TG members that are telling you themselves. Okay? Sound off in chat right now. All right? There it is. All right, guys. So there you have it, Bright Ideas. There you have it, man. Just pay attention to some of the comments that are coming through chat right now. All right. Just pay attention to some of the comments coming through chat right now. All right. All right, guys. So with that being said, tonight's live stream is going to go down as follows. Here's how we're going to do it. We're going to do a 15-minute Q&A. All right. Then we're going to talk about my weekly outlook. And then last but not least, I'm going to go over 3 core lessons that I think every trader, no matter what level you are, needs to hear. And for some, need to hear again, because for some of you, you've heard me talk about these lessons before, but for some of you, you need some reiteration. 3 lessons I'm going to talk about tonight that I think every trader needs to hear. All right. So let's get things started on the live stream today. I want to know, let's get started first with the Q&A. Okay. We'll do a 15-minute Q&A live session here where you guys ask your questions in chat, and then my business partner, co-owner of TTG, and producer of these live streams, Adam, aka the TTG fam calls him Shug, will pull up some of those questions on the screen for me, and then I'll answer them. All right, let's go ahead, guys. Fire away. SPACs seem like a win-win to me. Risk reward seems dope. Thoughts on SPACs? The SPAC hype has really kind of cooled off. You've actually had a lot of recent SPACs that have made runs are selling off pretty aggressively. You kind of missed the SPAC run, but the idea behind a SPAC is a SPAC will hit the market at $10. All right. And what'll happen is that SPAC should trade around that $10 level until they actually announce an acquisition. Now, a lot of times you get people to come in and people will buy a SPAC even before there's the announcement of a company that's being merged into it, based on the hype of the manager of the SPAC and rumors of what company is going to be merged into that SPAC. A good example of that is SPAC IPOF. IPOF a few weeks ago or a couple months ago had a huge spike because there was a rumor that Chamath was going to be going after Stripe. And that obviously Stripe's a huge company. You guys remember what happened with CCIV. CCIV, there was all that hype because everyone thought Lucid was going to be going into CCIV, which it ended up going into CCIV. But that stock had a huge rally before the deal was ever even announced because of all the hype and excitement going into that. The way that a SPAC will work is that a manager has a certain amount of time to get a deal done. And if they don't get that deal done, then they have to return all that investment funds back to their investors. Okay. Yes, it is possible for a SPAC to trade below $10, before an acquisition, and then the investors could actually ask for a redemption on their money. Not very likely. Okay. I think SPACs are good. SPACs are a good vehicle for companies to go public. But I don't think that it's a good idea just like, oh, let me just buy every single SPAC and just hold on to them until they announce some type of a deal. Because even after the deal gets announced, once the deal's announced, the stock could still go lower. Look at CLOV. CLOV is a SPAC that after the deal was announced, that thing went lower. There's a lot of SPACs that have actually gone below $10 after their acquisition was announced. So it all is going to come down to what's the company being merged in and what are the terms that company is being merged in. Like the terms of the SPAC or the acquisition is crucial. Like what's the valuation that company is getting when it gets merged in. How, what's the prospectus on that company? What's the outlook on that company? So these are all things that you're going to have to take into account. Next question. Like, do you see any long-term opportunities in any sector in the market now? Financials and oil have run up so much lately. I still do think there's opportunity there. I still do think that, like I made my SEP IRA contribution for 2020 into value plays in the US. I even actually sold some of my global equity exposure. I have like a portfolio that is emerging markets and global equities. And I actually think the rest of the world is going to have a much harder time coming out of COVID than the US. So I actually sold some of my global equity emerging markets portfolio, and I combined that with adding my SEP IRA contribution for 2020, and I put all of that towards US high value and quality. I still do think that's going to be where you're going to outperform. I think it's industrials. I think it's resources. I think it's energy. I think it's financials. I still do think that those sectors have a really good runway. I still do think that 2021, we still have further upside. I do still think the markets do get themselves. I think you're looking at the S&P does get over 4,000 in 2021. I think the reopening trade is not yet finished. I still do think like Q3, I think you're going to see such a massive, massive, massive surge in GDP growth. The only thing that's going to stop it is if there is some other type of lockdown in the US because of COVID, which I can't imagine they would do that. If they do, I think we've got way bigger problems on our hands because I don't think the country would take too well to another lockdown. But I think that's the only thing that can stop us from getting to over 4,000 on the S&P would be another lockdown, which I don't think that we're going there. But you do have France, Italy, and I believe Germany are going back with lockdown restrictions. So, we'll have to see what happens there, but I don't think it's going to happen here. If I'm wrong, I think that would suck. I think that if we do go into some other lockdown, like in the fall, I think there'd be some other, my outlook on the markets would change. But as of right now, I'm still bullish, and I still do think the reopening trade in all those different sectors, I still do think they have room to the upside. Began January 28th at 500. Nice. Way to go, Kyle. Great job, Kyle. Began January 28th at $500, now 4,000. If you're starting out with a small account, would you recommend trading penny stocks? And if not, why? Well, not necessarily, penny stocks, but I think just mean small caps, like small caps in general. If you're starting out with a small account, yes, trading small caps is going to be a good fit for you. Technically anything that's under $5 a share is considered a penny stock. But, small cap stocks in general, like if you're going to trade, those $2 stocks or, just a small cap stock in general is a good place for you to kind of hang your hat as a beginner. I would stay away from some of the real high flying volatile stocks, like the stocks that halt left and right. I would stay away from those because if you're a beginner, the risk you're carrying on those trades is actually probably a lot greater than you understand at first. So I would say to stay away from the real high volatile small caps. But yeah, trading small caps is a good place for you to start. And then learning options is great too. A lot of people with small accounts love trading options because you can get a lot of leverage trading options, and it allows you to benefit from moves on higher price stocks that you would otherwise not have the capital to buy shares of, but you do have the money to buy options of. It might cost you $300 to buy one share of Facebook, but it can cost you, one option contract might also cost you $300, but that one option contract gives you control over 100 shares. So a lot of people do like options. So I would say if you have a small account, learning how to trade small caps and then learning how to trade options is going to be right up your alley. First time doing any of this, what do I have to do to get stock in MJ stocks? Take $1,200, invest in yourself, come into True Trading Group as a full member, and join the Wolf of Wheat Street. That's my answer. Seriously, because one of our moderators is Jason Spatafor. the Wolf of Wheat Street, and there is no one, and I mean no one, that has their finger on the pulse of the marijuana sector better than him. A lot of you people come to me for stock advice. Some people will, people ask me, Mike, what do you think about Boeing? What do you think about NIO? What do you think about Plug? What do you think about CCIV? What do you think about this? What do you think about this? A lot of people ask me questions. A lot of people consider me their mentor. When it comes to marijuana stocks, I won't buy or sell a single share of a marijuana company without first consulting Jason, the Wolf. So if you're interested in the cannabis sector, my advice to you is to get your butt in TTG, spend $1,200 on an education, join the TTG fam, and trade alongside the Wolf with the marijuana stocks. My TTG fam, how many of you guys have made money trading pot stocks with the Wolf? Sound off in chat if you guys have made money trading weed stocks with the Wolf. Next question. Of the members whom have joined TTG, how many have failed? I would say roughly 80% of TTG members are successful. I'm not going to sit here and say, 100% of my members are kicking ass. No, it's bullshit. That'd be a lie. The truth of the matter is I'd say 80% of my members are successful, meaning that they make back their subscription cost and then go on to become a better trader. Okay, so that's my version of success. Okay, so you're a successful member of True Trading Group if you join, you make your membership fee back, and then you continue to go on and become a better trader. That's success. I'd say about 80% of my members do that. Then you have 20% of my members that maybe are still struggling a little bit. Maybe they've not yet made back their subscription cost, or they have made it back, but they're still not consistent. They're making money, they'll lose money, they'll make money, they're kind of like stuck in the mud a little bit. But for those traders, we leave no trader behind. I come on here and I talk about and I congratulate my members that are having success. And you see people commenting a lot in the chat. But it's also important to recognize those that are struggling, and there are members that are struggling. I'm not going to pretend like there aren't, but we leave no trader behind in True Trading Group. We actually do something every couple of weeks called a red to green workshop for any of our teaching members that are still struggling. Myself and the other moderators host red to green workshops. These are workshops live. They're live webinars that we host for any member that's still struggling. Okay, now this is where we cover different topics, different lessons. They ask questions that they need help with so we can help them turn things around, right the ship, and get them from red to green. That's why we call it our red to green workshop. So we don't just, we leave no trader behind in True Trading Group. All right, if you're a better trader, it stands to reason that you are making money. It's kind of a byproduct of being a better trader, right? Like if you become a better trader, you'll be making more money. I'm now a member. Let's make money. Yes, Jamie just signed up. Everybody, literally just right now, Jamie just signed up. Actually, we just got the notification. Everybody, my TTG fam, give a big warm welcome to Jamie. Welcome them to the TTG family. I look forward to seeing you in chat tomorrow, my friend. You're a member now, baby. Let's learn, trade, and profit together. Welcome to the family. Mike, $1.9 trillion stimulus. Do you think that part of that money will be pumped into infrastructure, cybersecurity, and rare metals companies? Which companies would you recommend? Well, listen, I think that you're going to have next up on the Biden administration kind of list of things to do. There's going to be an infrastructure plan in there somewhere. A lot of people were excited actually to hear that the stimulus bill, the COVID bill was passed because nothing was going to happen until that was passed. So the faster that got out of the way, the faster we can move on to something else. And a lot of people think that infrastructure could be next. Now, I do think that it's not that I necessarily think that some of that stimulus money is going to go into infrastructure companies. Some of that stimulus money will go into the stock market, will go into Bitcoin. there's an insane amount of people that are getting stimulus checks that don't need it. I personally know many people that got stimulus checks that did not need it. So you are going to have a lot of people that have extra cash, and I do think you're going to have a lot of people are going to take that extra cash, and I think they're going to either put it into the stock market, they're going to put it into Bitcoin, or they're going to put it into like online gambling. So I do think some of that stimulus money will end up in the markets. But when it comes to infrastructure, like what companies do I like? I like US Steel. I like Cleveland Cliffs. I like Freeport, FCX. I like companies like Caterpillar. Kind of like these are all kind of like your infrastructure plays. So these are just a handful of the companies that I'm actually pretty bullish on when it comes to infrastructure. So just if you're looking for that industry and you're looking for that sector, keep your ears open for infrastructure headlines. Next question. All right, this will be the last question, guys, and then we're going to start things off. I got a lot I want to talk to you about tonight, so I'll take one more question. Last one. Is $50K a year doable for a trader with half a year experience if I educated myself with the THD course starting off at $500? Yeah, listen, it's doable. Yeah, it's definitely doable, but everybody is different. It's not like trading is not a set in stone thing. I know some traders that became consistently profitable after 3 months. I knew some traders it took 3 years. I know some traders that after 2 years, they were making, never mind 50 grand a year, they were making 150 grand a year. I know, one of our members who I actually just talked to just a couple months ago, who's been trading now for like 3 years and is averaging like 50, 60,000 a month. Everyone is different. Like you really can't compare yourself to other people and timelines with other people. You have to really just focus in on yourself and just getting better as a trader as yourself, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you, yeah, with half a year experience, you can make 50 grand a year. Sure, it's possible. Okay, it's possible, but trading is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not going to be easy for you to start with $500 and then turn it into 50 grand in 1 year. That's not going to be easy for you to do, but it's definitely possible. We have some members that started out with like $600 last June and are already up to like 34,000. We have some members that started off with like 500 that are now up to like 10 or 12,000. So it is definitely possible. There's a teaching member on last week who made 300,000. Yes, we had him on the stream last week. Username Hi Matt. We had him. He was a teaching member. He made $100,000 in 1 day. $300,000 in like 2 weeks. I had him on as a guest last week, but so yeah, it's definitely possible, but that's not something that you see every day, and that's what I mean by you shouldn't be comparing yourself to other people. So getting an education, listen, I'll end with this, and because this is my last question, I'll end with this. I would much rather somebody have $500 and an education than $500,000 and no education. Because if you do not have an education, you're going to lose the money all the same. Okay, whether you have 5,000, 50,000, 500,000, 5 million, if you have no education, you don't know what you're doing, you're going to lose it all just the same. So I'd rather somebody have $500 and an education and then start to build that account. All right, and we've got many members, many members that have started their trading accounts with less than $1,000 and have now grown that account to $5, $7, $10, $12, $20,000 over the course of time. So it is definitely possible. All right. Okay, guys. So that just about does it there for our live Q&A session. Thank you for asking me some amazing questions. You guys are the best. I appreciate you all. But what I do not appreciate is the amount of likes that I have on this video right now. Let's go. Smash that like button, guys. I want to get to 500 likes right now. I want to see 500 likes on this video right now, and then I'm going to get into my stock market outlook. We've got a little bit of a gap down on the futures. We're down 0.2% on the SPY, so we got to talk about support levels. We got to talk about resistance levels. What do we think the market is going to do this week? I'm going to break it all down for you in just a minute, but not until I see 500 likes, guys. Go ahead, smash that like button. Turn that thumb blue, ladies and gentlemen. Show me how much you guys appreciate these live streams. All right, 10 more to go. There it is. Boom. 500 likes. Thank you. All right, let's move on. All right, now I'm going to give you guys my outlook for the week, where I'm going to break down what I think the market's going to do, what I'm keeping an eye on, what my initial game plan is for the week. For that, let's go to the charts. Okay, so here we are on the SPY. Okay, a couple of levels that we have to discuss here. The Qs remain. So we've got three different major indexes: the Dow, the S&P, and the Nasdaq. The ETFs that track these, I call them, not just me, it's a common phrase amongst traders. The S&P 500, the ETF that tracks that is the SPY. That's the SPY. I call that the spiders. Then you have the Dow, the ETF that tracks the Dow with the DIA. I call that, well, they are called the diamonds. Then you have the NASDAQ, the ETF that tracks that is the QQQ. We call that the Qs. Okay, we call that the Qs. Now, the Qs have been significantly weaker over the last, couple of weeks. Significantly weaker over the last couple of weeks. And there seems to be a very clear divergence with the NASDAQ and the Dow, and then the SPY is stuck in the middle. Okay. What is moving the markets right now? I'm going to go back to the SPY while I talk about this. What's moving the markets right now, okay, is the rotation out of tech and into value, the rotation out of high growth and into the reopening trade. What is causing that is weakness in tech and strength in the Dow, and the SPY is stuck in the middle. Now, that is being centered around the 10-year Treasury bond. As rates of your longer-term bonds rise, that puts a lot of pressure on high growth tech names. Okay. A rising rate environment is not good for tech. Okay. It's not good for tech. Oh, everybody, Tim Engstrand just signed up. Everybody, my TG fam, give a big warm welcome to Tim Engstrand. Just joined the TTG family. Tim, welcome, brother. I'll see you in chat tomorrow. And Raul Shivar. Raul Shivar just joined the TTG fam. Everybody give a big warm welcome to Raul. Raul, welcome to the family, brother. I'll see you in chat tomorrow. Welcome to the family. All right. You guys, you two just made the smartest decision. You two just made the smartest decision. Congrats. Congratulations. All right, guys, now going back over to the charts. So what we've been seeing is days that the NASDAQ is strong, the Dow is weak, the SPY is stuck in the middle. Then you have days where the NASDAQ is weak and the Dow is strong and the SPY is stuck in the middle. So over the last several weeks, you have literally seen the Dow and the NASDAQ be your outliers, and then SPY is in the middle. You're never having a situation where the SPY is either up the most out of the three indexes or down the most out of the three indexes. It's always been right in the middle. Okay, it's always been right in the middle. And now today, right now as we're talking, the S&P and the Dow futures are negative. The NASDAQ, positive. NASDAQ's up 0.08%. Okay, your S&P 500 futures are down 0.2%, Dow down 0.7% as I'm making this video. We've got to see how that unfolds tomorrow. Now, what I look at is what I've been doing lately is keeping an eye on the 10-year. The 10-year on Friday was like 1.7 and change. If that 10-year drops down to the low 1.6s, look for tech to bounce. If that 10-year pops up higher into the 1.8s, look for the NASDAQ to pull themselves back in. I still think that 10-year is going to continue higher. I still think that 10-year is going to 2. I still think there's more downside in tech. Now, the next leg lower in tech, I think will provide you with buying opportunities in value tech, not high growth tech, value tech. What is value tech? Value tech are going to be your companies that have real hard assets and real hard earnings that can support valuations, i.e., Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Google. Okay. These are companies that have the earnings to support valuations. High growth names that do not have earnings to support their valuations, Peloton, DocuSign, Zoom Video, just to name a few. Okay. Palantirs of the world, Snowflake. These are your companies, AI. These are your companies that do not have the earnings to support the valuations that they've been trading at. Those are going to be your high growth tech names. Those are the companies I think will still struggle. But I think the next leg down in tech, because I do think we get a new leg down. I think the 10-year goes to 2%. And I think that takes the NASDAQ down another leg, and it'll pull all tech down with it. And that'll give you opportunities to add to some of your value names like Apple. Apple is starting to really drift itself down, guys. If Apple gets closer to $100, I'm adding in my long-term portfolio. Facebook, strong as all hell throughout this entire NASDAQ pullback. Google, strong as all hell during this entire NASDAQ pullback. So I think you're going to get some pretty good opportunities in some of those value tech names. Do not make the mistake of buying into some of these real high growth names too heavy too soon because you think that, they've pulled back 20%. Let me start to buy. I think there's more room to the downside. Wow. Manuel Nunez and Kathy Kamizi, welcome to the TTG family. 2 new members that just joined the group. My TTG fan, give a big warm welcome to Manuel and Kathy. Welcome to the TTG fam. Welcome to the TTG fam. All right. So now let's go back to the charts. Let's talk about a couple of levels. All right. Let's talk about a couple of levels. Here's your SPY. Now, I am going to be looking for the SPY to find support at 385. I do think the SPY is going to come down here, and I think we're going to test this 50-day moving average again, and I do expect it to hold this time. You can see last time we came down here, we violated that 50-day big time. There was no mistake. This 50-day got violated, and then we shot back up to new all-time highs. Now here's another pullback. I'm looking for this 385 level to hold. Okay, I'm looking for this 385 level to hold on the SPY. Now we got to see what happens in the overnight session. Okay, now I know the S&P futures are down right now, Dow futures are down right now, but a lot could change. Okay, a lot could change overnight. We might wake up tomorrow and everything could be different. Maybe the SPY, maybe the S&P is green, maybe the Dow is green, maybe the Qs are red. You got to see what happens tomorrow morning. You got to check to see where that 10-year is. If that 10-year is in the mid 1.7s, you're going to look for that market to continue, the NASDAQ to continue lower. If we wake up tomorrow and the 10 years in the mid 1.6s, look for tech to have a little bit of a bounce back. Okay, look for tech to have a little bit of a bounce back. Let's go back to the SPY. 50-day moving average, 385. That is a buyable area on the SPY. I think that's a buyable area on the SPY if we get down to 385. Okay, I think that's a buyable area. What I'm going to be looking for in the Qs is really what I want to talk to you about mostly. I do think the Qs are going to get back down and scare the living hell out of everybody and get back down to this $300 level. Okay, now a lot of people aren't going to want to hear this. Not tomorrow. I'm not saying this happens tomorrow, but I think over the next couple of weeks, as the 10-year pushes towards 2, I think the NASDAQ might get down to 300. And then that is the next leg lower that I think is going to provide you with buying opportunities in value tech. You might even get all the way down to here, down towards that 200-day moving average. And if this NASDAQ gets down to this level, you may see me start to add to my long-term value tech holdings. Like I might add to Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Microsoft. That is when you may see me start to add to those tech holdings. AMD, you guys may see me start to add to those positions. fully understanding that those stocks, I expect them to underperform in the next year, but I'm just going to be very happy to get my hands on shares of Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Microsoft, AMD at the valuations that pullback can get me to. These are companies I plan on holding for the next 10, 15 years at least. So I'm going to take advantage of that pullback and have an opportunity to start to add to some of those positions. Okay, I will start to come in there and start to nibble on some of those positions. Okay, so that's the level I'm looking at there on the Dow. On the NASDAQ. As we move over to the Dow is in a much different spot. Like you look at the Dow, you can see how much stronger the Dow is compared to the Qs, compared to the SPY, right? Night and day when you look at the chart, significantly stronger. Okay. If you do get any type of a bounce back in tech, okay, because now I'm giving you two sides of the equation, okay? It's all going to be based on that 10-year. The 10-year drops back to 1.6. Watch for tech to bounce, okay? And you may get the Dow gives you a bit of a pullback. The Dow is a buy in front of 320, okay? The Dow in my opinion, is a buy in front of 320. 320, 321, 322. That's where on the diamonds, I'm looking for support. Okay, I'm looking for support in the diamonds in front of 320. That's going to be that previous all-time high. And you can see, again, previous all-time highs before this big rally and extension occurred. Now here's your couple-day pullback. If this gets lower, the diamonds in front of 320, I think, is a buyable area. Okay, so this is if the 10-year pulls in. Look for tech to rally higher, and then see what happens with oil. Oil had a bit of a pullback, went back towards that $60 a barrel number, and you saw some of your energy stocks pull back. If that 10-year starts to pull back, you could see some of your bank stocks pull back. Financials got hit on Friday because the Fed did not extend the SLR ratio for the banks, which was the capital requirements that they needed to hold in. This is something that was put in place after 0809 to make sure that the banks were not too highly leveraged in their portfolio holdings, that they had enough cash and capital to back up their portfolio holdings. And a lot of people wanted it to be extended, but the Federal Reserve announced that they are not extending it. And the entire financial sector took a big hit on Friday, and that took the Dow down with it. Okay. Then you also had oil pull itself back in, and that also took the Dow down with it. So you got that big pullback day on Friday. So you're going to want to be watching that 10-year. If that continues to pull back, I think you continue to see weakness in tech. If oil continues to pull back, you'll see a little bit more follow through weakness in energy, and that can pull the Dow further down. And if that 10-year continues to pull back, you can see tech actually start to bounce. And then on the flip side, if the yields continue to rise, then you look for the financials to recover, and you look for the NASDAQ and tech to be weak. Okay, so that's what you guys are going to want to be paying very close attention to. That's what you guys are going to want to be paying very close attention to as we kind of roll our way into next week. What I will say to you also regarding small caps, I got really good action in small caps these last couple of days. We have NFT stocks to thank for it. The small cap sector has given me less follow through over the last couple of weeks. Stocks were giving you like one move, and then that was it. You wouldn't get one move, consolidation, and a second move. But after TKAT, OCG, IMTE, WKEY, these stocks started to really light up the board as the NFT sector, which some of these companies, they're really not even NFT, like HOFV, the company was like, oh yeah, we might consider looking into NFTs. You're not an NFT company, just because you own, rights to certain NFL footage and everything because of HOFV, and you're going, oh yeah, we'll look into NFTs. The stock just went crazy. Yeah, it doesn't mean you're an NFT stock. So right now, but that sector is giving you really good follow through. And that follow through has begun to wake up the small cap sector. And you're starting to get some follow through on small caps like ZKIN on Friday. We crushed ZKIN on Friday. Slayed that beast on Friday. We're 3 for 3 on that stock on Friday. CLVS. Okay. CLVS, another one, huge follow through on Friday. Who did well trading on Friday? My TTG fam. If you guys did well and if you made money on Friday, I want you to sound off in chat right now, my TTG fam. If you guys made money on Friday, sound off in chat right now. If you guys made money on Friday, my TTG fam, go ahead, sound off. The reason why I'm bringing this up right now in the live stream is because I had been over the last 2 weeks a lot more conservative with my small cap trading, meaning I'm taking profits off sooner. Okay, I'm not looking for that really big follow through because we hadn't been getting it. So I was taking profits off a little earlier in my trades. What you guys will have noticed on Thursday and Friday with some of those TKAT that I traded, that was a huge win. We traded a bunch of those stocks Thursday and Friday. You saw me start to hold on to my position a little bit longer. You even saw me add back and reload my position after I already took profits. Case in point, ZKIN. I bought ZKIN. We took profit. I bought it back. Took profit because we were getting follow through. I'm going to be looking to see if that action continues this week. We got really good follow through Thursday and Friday. I want to see if that continues now going into next week. Okay, so we've got a lot going on right now where you could be having right now really good volatility in the overall markets with the 10-year bouncing around and tech strong, the Dow's weak, the Dow's strong, tech's weak, financials this. You have a lot of volatility going on in the overall markets. At the same time, you could have this resurgence of the small cap sector that's starting to heat itself back up. I'd love to see another day of some small cap follow through tomorrow, which would really solidify for me the small cap sector heating up, because all of my money Thursday and Friday was made in small caps, and I got really good follow through, and a lot of my members crushed it on Friday. And I'm going to be looking to actually see if that follow through continues going into tomorrow. Okay, so my focus will actually be there going into tomorrow. Okay, makes sense. Cool. Beautiful. I love it. Okay, now next, moving on. I'm going to go over 3 core lessons that every trader, no matter what your level is, needs to hear. And for some of you, you're going to hear it again. Okay. First, some people already were asking me about this early in the live stream. Somebody asked, hey, can I make 50 grand a year? Is it possible? So let's talk about what's truly possible trading stocks and options. Is it Lamborghinis and mansions and private jets? Is that what it is? Or is it taking control of your own financial future and not having to answer to anyone, being able to work from anywhere in the world and spend more time with your family? Is that what it is? What's truly possible? Become a consistently profitable trader. I'll tell you guys this right now. Trading it's not a get rich quick scheme. You're not going to, like, if anyone is on this live stream right now because you think that, oh, this guy used to work at a hedge fund, so he knows the secret. If anyone is on this live stream right now because you want me to tell you the secret, like this special indicator that no one knows about, the pattern that works 100% of the time, something that hedge funds don't want the little guy to know, otherwise, the cat's out of the bag. If you're looking for that shortcut, just get off the live stream right now, because there is not a shortcut. Believe me, if there was, I would know about it. I traded professionally on Wall Street for a few years, guys. It doesn't exist. The only secret to becoming consistently profitable is getting an actual education. So when you talk about what's realistic, I want to kind of put that into perspective for all of you right now. And if anyone that thinks that trading is a get rich quick scheme, I'm going to shut that dream of yours down right now. You have to be willing to put in some time, energy, and effort to actually learn this skill if you ever want to be consistently profitable. You want to just dump some money into some random play like GameStop and just hold it and pray that the stock goes up? Sure, go for it. Be my guest. But if you want to do this for the long term, and you want to, take control of your own financial situation, that's going to require you to actually learn this skill. And, it is something that everyone there's no limit to your upside. And that's one of the beautiful things about being a trader. That's one of the things that I love the most, is that my sister, for example, is a high school English teacher. She could be the best high school English teacher on the planet Earth. She'll never make 250 grand a year, no matter what she does, no matter how many masters she gets, no matter if every single one of her students gets straight A's. It doesn't matter. Her earnings potential is capped. If you're a police officer, doesn't matter how many promotions you get to become police chief. Doesn't matter how many hours of overtime you work. You're never going to make 500 grand a year, ever. It's not possible. Your earnings potential is capped. The beauty about being a trader is that, yeah, it's not easy, but there's truly no limit to your upside. You want to make 50 grand a year? You want to make 100? You want to make 200? You want to make 500? You want to make $1 million? You want to make 2 million? There's nothing stopping you from getting to that point. You're going to want to start yourself off, and you might be happy one year with, hey, I made 5 grand this year. Awesome. All of a sudden, 5 grand's not enough. Then you make 10. Then that's not enough. You make 25. Then you make 50. Then you make 100. Where do you stop? You always want to keep pushing yourself to become a better trader. All you need is the internet. You can trade, you can work from anywhere in the world. We have members in True Trading Group from literally all over the world. We have members in the Philippines. We have members in Japan. We have a member in Singapore. We have a member in Hong Kong. We have a member in New Zealand and Australia. We have members in Netherlands. We have members in Italy, Spain, the UK. We have members in Brazil, Canada, obviously. We have members literally all over the world, because all you need is the internet. You guys can work from anywhere in the world. And that's one of the beautiful things about being a trader. So when you talk about what's truly possible, yeah, it is possible for you to make, $50,000 in a year. Like somebody asked me earlier, it's possible to make 500. It's possible to make 5 million. It's not easy to get to. You're not just going to sign up to True Trading Group and tomorrow you're just going to go and quit your job. Okay. You guys have to be willing to put in some time, energy, and effort to actually truly learn this skill. Okay. Let me see here. Sorry, guys. Yeah, you have to be willing to put in some time, energy, and effort to learn this skill. That's the bottom line. Okay. So next, what trading tools do I need to be successful? So some people will go, well, what do I need? Okay. Things you need to be successful as a trader. What tools are needed as a trader after you have your brokerage account? Obviously, you need to open a brokerage account. You got to be able to buy and sell stocks. You got to open a brokerage account. E-Trade, Thinkorswim, Charles Schwab, all good ones. I hate Robinhood. Okay, Webull, fine. TradeZero, fine. Okay, Interactive Brokers, fine. If you're a beginner and you're starting out, use one of those because they offer free commission trades. No need for you guys to pay commissions. I trade with Lightspeed. Lightspeed still charges commissions, but Lightspeed has the best execution out of anybody out there. But it's going to cost you money to still trade with them. Okay, it's going to cost you money to still trade with them. Real-time data. And when I say real-time data, not what most of your brokerage accounts offer you. Real-time data from a service like Quote Media. Okay, a lot of people, when they first open up their brokerage accounts, they've got delayed data or delayed quotes. You cannot actively trade without real-time data from a service like Quote Media. 2, real-time newsfeed. You need a real-time newsfeed to be an active trader. And no, Yahoo Finance does not cut it. Okay. As you all have learned this year the hard way, news truly does move the markets. Something as simple as one sentence that comes out of Fed Chairman Powell's mouth, one sentence that came out of Secretary Mnuchin or Nancy Pelosi's mouth when they were going back and forth over stimulus before the election. One sentence from President Xi in China when you had the trade war going on back in 2018. Something as simple as that can move markets drastically and quickly. Okay. The FAA announcement with Boeing can move a stock like Boeing significantly. Okay. FDA data or news on a biotech can move that stock like that. Getting real-time breaking to the second news is crucial to be an active trader. And those who get news the fastest have a crazy advantage over the others. The other thing you guys need is a proper charting software, and not what most of your brokers offer you. Some of the charting softwares that are out there on some of the brokerage platforms are terrible. Like Lightspeed, I hate their charting software. Okay, so you guys want like a real charting software that's customizable, real-time data, like something like TradingView. Okay, is one of the most commonly used charting softwares amongst active traders. Okay, so these are some of the things. Frog ice cream. I was like, what? What is even frog ice cream? The frog ice cream tweet. You guys need frog ice cream tweets too. But anyway, yeah, so those are some of the tools that you guys are going to need in order to be successful traders. Okay, so now I kind of want to tie it all together, because it's time for you guys to learn, trade, and profit, and avoid what I consider the biggest mistake that traders can make. We talked about earlier why like 90% of traders fail, right? Why is that? Because most of them don't have an education. I don't know what they're doing. But there's one specific aspect of trading that I focus on the most when it comes to my TTG family, and I focus on the most when it comes to my trading. That is proper position sizing and risk management. And when I say risk management, a lot of people throw around the term risk management and don't really truly understand what risk management means. Okay, I'm talking about real, true risk management and setting proper, proper position size. And then when it comes to an individual trade or coming out of a big loss. Okay, so let me talk about some of the biggest mistakes that I think traders make. First and foremost, proper position size. What I'm gonna say to you guys right now is gonna completely change your life if you're hearing this for the first time. My teaching members, you guys all know this very well, because I have drilled it into your skulls with an electric screwdriver or an electric drill. I've drilled this into my TTG family members' skull to the point where they have migraines from me drilling this lesson into their brain. So they've heard this a million times from me. They know this already. But if you guys are brand new, write this down. It's going to completely change your trading. If you ever want to be consistently profitable, you have to do this one thing correctly. Proper position size based on your risk. A lot of people do this backwards. A lot of people say, oh, Mike, what's your average position size? I don't friggin' know. I can have $10,000 in a trade. I can have $50,000 in a trade. I could have $500,000 in a trade, and I can still risk $5,000 on every single trade. Based on the risk. Every trade is different. Each trade carries a different level of risk. Every trade is not created equal. You cannot say to yourself, oh, well, whenever I buy a stock, I buy $2,000 worth. What is that? You can't do that, because you might buy $2,000 on one stock. You're wrong. You lose $100. You buy it on another stock. You're wrong. You lose $500. Your losses can't be that volatile. You can't have that big of a difference in all your losses. You want your losses to be consistent. Okay. You got to figure out, what's the dollar amount you're comfortable risking per trade? Now, everybody's number is different. The number's up to you. I can't tell you your number. It's up to you. Are you comfortable risking $100 on a trade? 500, 1,000, 5,000? What's your number? You figure that number out. Once you figure that number out, you then have to say to yourself, what position size do I need to buy so that if I get stopped out, I lose that number? Let's say, for example, it's $100. If your risk tolerance is $100, you have to figure out where's your stop loss based on the chart pattern. When you're going to buy a stock, you're going to do so because you see a particular setup. Now, at your trading group, you're going to learn the difference between an A setup, a B setup, and a C setup as far as probability of a pattern working in your favor. Now, obviously, you want to avoid the C setups and really just go after the A or B plus type of setups. That's really where you want to focus on as a trader. You'll learn how to distinguish the difference in the TTG curriculum. Okay. Once you do that, you're going to say to yourself, based on this pattern, my stop loss needs to be here. Why? Because if the stock gets below this level, then the pattern that I'm looking at, it's no more. The pattern's broken down. Therefore, I should not be in the trade anymore. So you're going to learn how to identify that level. Then you're going to say, that's my stop loss. If the stock gets there, I'm going to sell it. So now if I buy the stock here, how much position size do I need? So if I do get stopped out, I lose $100. That number will be different. Your position size will be different every trade. What if you buy one stock at $2 and your stop loss is $185? Your position size is going to be completely different than if you buy a stock at $5 and your stop loss is $4.50, or you buy a stock at $10 and your stop loss is $9, or you buy a stock at $22 and your stop loss is $20, or you buy a stock at $500 and your stop loss is $4.95. Your position size is going to be completely different on every single one of those trades. But if you get stopped out, you still lose $100. Your risk has to be consistent. Your position size is not. A lot of traders do this wrong. A lot of traders have consistent position size and their risk is all over the place. You're never going to be consistently profitable if you do that, because now you're putting way too much pressure on yourself to have an 80% win rate to make money. You can't do that. My win rate fluctuates in like the mid to high 70s. At the end of the year, I'll probably finish the year around 75, 76, 77%, somewhere in that range. Okay. So for you to say, oh, you got to be 75% just to be break even. Are you kidding? It'll be impossible for you to become consistent profitable. You can't make 10 trades, right? Let's say you make 10 trades. 7 trades are winners, 3 are losers. You're a 70% win rate trader. If those 7 trades, you make $1,000 per trade, that's $7,000 in profit. Then those other 3 trades, you lose $2,500 each. That's $7,500 in losses. You're net negative $500, but you're a 70% trader. You'll never be consistently profitable. You guys have to get this aspect down. This is the biggest mistake that traders make. And then last, before I cut, increasing position size after a big loss. Huge mistake. A lot of traders, they take a big loss and they're like, oh, I'm going to go double my position size next time because I got to make that money back quickly. Biggest mistake you can make. That'll cause you to lose more money and put yourself in a bigger hole. Don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. It's one of the biggest mistakes that traders can make. So I hope you guys wrote all this stuff down, because this is some stuff that can really help a lot of you, especially if you're new and you're new at this and you're just getting yourself started. These are things that you need to know. Guys, my goal and the goal of the entire TTG team is to make sure that you find value and that you truly get something out of these live streams. And I hope tonight you did. My goal is to make you a better trader after every single one of these live streams than you were before we started. Now, I want to know, if you're not a member of True Trading Group, please type the letters TTG in chat right now. Go. Type the letters TTG in chat right now if you're not a member of True Trading Group. All right. We got Chapalo, Fabian T. We got Martial Arts University, Sam E., Bradley Blanche, Moment, Vinod, Kelly, Arkam Riaz Khan, Maria Ricciardi, Juan H., RV Thomas, Voltage. Pierre Samurai says, Mike, you're a golden nugget. Thanks, Pierre. With honey mustard on the side? I'll take it. Greg K., Hertz Scrambler, Sonia Nolan, Zor 5013 Pas, Gus, Edward, Hakopian, Darren Rath from Facebook, Ryan R. just joined this weekend. Ryan R., welcome to the family. Lewis says, Mom, I'm on YouTube. We got Ashanti Ross from Facebook as well. My boy Joe Rick, Scott Sheffield, HNDH Plays, Justin Mead, Kevin Mason, Rosalia, MK, Winston Maddox, Saki Chowdhury, Nick Santana, Sunita John, Muhammad Islam, Derek, Edward, Von Salerno, Saki, what's up? Joe Lopez, Casual Wealth, Roberta Delorio, Mark Berg, wow, Kedra Rands, D. Akeley, so many non-teaching members are on the live. Anna Wayne, so many. Guys, what is up? Carlos Martinez, Kef Stacks, you guys, welcome. All of you that are not members of True Trading Group, seriously, welcome. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, for those of you that just typed TTG in chat, please listen up, because you all just witnessed the true value of TTG, the education, the tools, the community. If you guys are willing to put in the work, you can learn, trade, and profit. But no one literally, not me, not anyone, is going to do the work needed for you to get your goals other than you. You have to be willing to put in the time, energy, and effort. You saw all my teaching members earlier on this live stream commenting who made money on Friday, commenting, oh, you guys think. You saw everybody comment kind of the successes that they're having. It didn't just magically happen. These people put in the time, energy, and effort, and their work is paying off in profits. You have to do the work, and it all starts with the right education, tools, and community to help you guys learn, trade, and profit. And that is what True Trading Group is all about. A one-year membership to True Trading Group would normally cost you $2,212. But tonight, until midnight Pacific Standard Time, so that's 3 a.m. Eastern, you can actually save 45% and get a membership for only $1,214. There's no upsells. There's no add-ons. Every single thing that we have, you get. And everything we ever will have, you get. There are no upsells, no add-ons, nothing. You pay one price. You get access to every single thing that we have. And we have a lot. But before I get into that, for those asking, why no monthly? Why do you guys not have a monthly membership? I say to you guys two things. Okay? First of all, it's not possible for you guys to join for 1 month, go through all of our courses, pass the quizzes, trade on the simulator, go through the video library, implement what you learned in the courses, and see if you are a consistently profitable trader. 1 month, not enough time. That's number one. Number two, I will give you 110% of my time, energy, and effort. My THD family knows that myself and all the True Trading Group moderators give you 110% of our time, energy, and effort, and you have access to all of us. We truly give a damn whether our members succeed or fail. That's why we have the Red to Green workshop for any of our members that are still struggling. We truly give a damn. Now, I do one-on-one calls with members. We do private study groups with members. We do live workshops and webinars with members on weekdays, on weekends. And if I'm willing to put in that kind of time, energy, and effort and work to help you, you better be willing to give me that same energy and effort back. That's why there are no monthly memberships. Okay? That's why. If you're looking for a monthly, as stated, we don't have it. But what we do have is a 7-day trial for a one-time, non-recurring $3 payment. There's no catch. It's literally just $3. At the end of the 7 days, if you do not manually upgrade to a year membership, the trial simply just ends and you're never charged again. With the 7-day trial, you're going to get 3 sample courses in video and text format. There are 3 sample trial courses that come with this for just $3. You're going to get 7 days of access to the Benzinga Pro live newsfeed. You're going to get 7-day access to free analyst ratings, SEC filings, corporate filings on any U.S. listed stock. And last but certainly not least, you're going to get 3-day access, 3 days in a row, 3 consecutive days in a row, access to our live trading chat room where you can watch me and my team of 6 other pro trader moderators trade live and get a real feel for what True Trading Group is all about. Simply go to ttgthree.com to sign up for that 7-day trial. Again, it is a one-time, non-reoccurring, non-auto renew payment of $3. It is less than a cup of coffee, literally. My Starbucks every morning is $4.50. It's less than a cup of coffee. Okay. Now, for those that are ready to begin their real journey, here's what THD has to offer you. Some might be saying, oh man, $1,200 kind of sounds like a lot of money. It's not. Let me explain to you what you actually get as a member. In True Trading Group, you get access to the top premium trading tools, products, and resources because we bundle them together as part of your membership. We are way more than just a chat room and trade alert service. We are an entire platform for traders. You're not paying $1,200 just to get my trade alerts. So much more. You get access to Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed and Squawk Box feature. This is that live breaking to the second news alert service that is directly inside of our chat room. I don't need a third-party service provider for news. It's right inside of our chat room. Time out, guys. We got a new member here. I'm going to butcher this name. Ikechukwu Agwu. Ikechukwu Agwu, welcome to the TTG family. Welcome to TTG family. I'll see you in chat tomorrow. And also, real quick, I'm going to pause Password for stimulus. My teaching members, password for the giveaway room is. Oh. Never mind, guys. I'm being told to wait. Being told to wait for the password. Hold on, guys. Adam is giving me the password. Okay, all right. So, guys, it's one of the other. Try either lowercase FAM 2021, that's FAM 2021, all lowercase, or Learn 2021. Okay, if FAM 2021 does not work, try Learn 2021. Okay, all lowercase. If FAM 2021 doesn't work, try Learn 2021. Okay. Okay, so there's that. All right, guys. So back to what I was saying about that Benzinga Pro newsfeed. Okay, it gives you live breaking to second news alerts directly inside of chat. You also have a Squawk Box feature that lets you turn on your speakers and actually listen to the news feed as it comes across the wire. Because instead of you reading it, like if you're busy in a trade, you don't want to read the news, someone will read the news out loud to you. You turn your speakers on with that Squawk Box. It's an awesome feature. You also get quote streams, real-time level 1, real-time full book level 2, and real-time options data. All right. You're also going to get a trade ideas preset scanner that is streamed directly to our members during the day. That gives you stocks that are breaking new highs, stocks that have an unusual volume surge, your top gainers on the day. Okay. That is all included with your membership. All right. You also have a trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money. While you practice implementing what you learned in the courses, that trading simulator is included with your membership. And then you also have access to TradingView's Pro Charting software with real-time streaming data. TradingView's Pro Charting software is one of the most commonly used charting softwares amongst active traders today. All of these tools are included with your membership at no additional cost. This is what I mean by TGD is a platform. It's not just, hey, buy this, sell this. We give you the tools that you need to be a consistently profitable trader. These are the things that consistently profitable traders use. They are included with your membership. This is what you're getting access to. This is the value you're getting access to when you join True Trading Group. Then you're getting at least a minimum 10 easy to follow, actionable, real-time trade alerts from a community of traders that currently has over an 80% win rate. We're fully transparent in TTG. We keep a trading journal on our website. Everyone can see all of our buys, all of our sells, everything is right there on our website. Okay, so you guys can see all of our winning trades, all of our losing trades, all of our break evens. We're fully transparent. We keep track of everything on our website for you guys to see. All right, then you're also going to get access to one small private study group with any one of our moderators. That's a small study group session, guys. You can ask questions, cover lessons and topics that you need help with. Then all of our courses. Guys, you get access to the entire THD curriculum. It's a 15-course curriculum from beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, option courses, trader psychology courses, swing trading courses, you name it, we've got it. You have access to all of it. This is a simplified version of the material that I learned while I was working at that fund. I did not figure this stuff out on my own in my mother's basement. I was taught by other professional traders how to trade stocks and options. It's just that simple. You guys are getting a simplified version of that when you join the TG family. There's no pro VIP courses that cost more money. You have access to everything when you join the TTG family. When you use coupon code TTG121, lock in a 45% discount and get a $1,214 price point before the price goes up at midnight Pacific time. That's 3 a.m. Eastern. You have to lock in that lower price point before the price goes up. And the price will continue to go up as we're going to work that price back up to $2,000. Okay, take advantage of that coupon code now. All the courses come in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. And then on top of the courses, we actually have a video library that has over 100 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops, webinars that myself, the other moderators have conducted for all of our members. Okay, we host these workshops and webinars live. We record them, load them into the video library for members to go back and see at a later date. Some topics are like, how to trade or work in a full-time job, how to turn $500 into 25K, how to resist FOMO and have confidence pulling the trigger. These are just some of these workshops, guys. Over 100 hours of additional educational video content when you guys join with TTG. Okay, all of this you have access to. Okay, and just an FYI for anyone that thought like $1,200 was a lot of money, just FYI, that Benzinga news feed, they charge. Oh, the price has gone up. For everyone that is, for everyone that's going into the TTG stimulus, guys, go into the main chat room. Okay. All right, guys. So listen, that Benzinga Pro newsfeed with the Squawk Box feature, they now charge $2,124 a year for that newsfeed. Okay, for that newsfeed. That is included with your membership. Okay, it's $177 a month. Let me actually just make sure. Let me see what that math comes out to be. Yeah, that's $2,124 a year. They charge $177 a month for that newsfeed. It is included in your membership. Real-time streaming level 1 and level 2, that's $990 a year. That's included with your membership. The trade simulator, $750 a year, included with your membership. TradingView, their pro charting software, they charge $720 a year for that service. Guys, you're talking almost $4,000 in additional educational products and services and tools that are included with your membership when you join True Trading Group. Okay, please listen to me. We are going to be the price of a membership is going to be going up by a couple bucks every single day, as we will be up to the $2,000 price point soon, which honestly is still cheaper than the competition with 10 times the value. This isn't a sales gimmick or anything like that. We are going to be moving our price up every day by a few bucks until we get back up to that $2,000 price point. Okay. My TTG fam, I want to know right now, do you think TTG is worth $2,000? If so, sound off in chat. Tell me honestly how much you think it's worth. If you're a member of True Trading Group, comment in chat honestly, how much do you think a membership to True Trading Group is worth? I want to know your honest opinion. If you think it's worth $5, tell me. You think it's worth 5,000? Tell me. I want to know how much you guys think that a membership to True Trading Group is worth. Anyone that's not a member, pay attention to the comments coming through chat. These are your peers. These are people that are in the position where you're considering to be, which is joining True Trading Group. See what they think. They're the ones that are telling you what the value it is that they're getting. And now, my TTG fam, have you made back your membership fee? And if so, in what time frame? I want to know that as well. If you're a TTG member, have you made back your subscription cost, and in what time frame? Also, if you're not a member, pay attention to the comments coming through chat. We give back to all of our members, guys, too. Every 300 new members that we get, we actually do a raffle where we give away a free Tesla Model 3 or $30,000 cash. Okay, all you have to do is be a member of True Trading Group, and you can register for that raffle. Every time we get 300 new members, we either raffle off a Tesla or 30 grand. The winner chooses. You want the cash or the car? It's up to them. We're always giving back to our members. Speaking of which, speaking of giving back, anyone that signs up tonight, I'm going to throw in a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. Totally free. It's the perfect tool for you to stay connected while you're on the go. All right, don't try to trade on your cell phone or go through the courses on your phone. Use that free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. It's our gift to you. I'm even going to cover the shipping. It's totally free. Anyone that uses coupon code TTG121 tonight, okay, before midnight Pacific, will get that 45% discount. You're going to get a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet as well. And last but not least, anyone that is still on the fence, I'm going to make your mind up for you right now. I'm going to take all your risk away. Okay? Listen to this. Here's the deal I'm willing to make you. I'm so confident that if you're willing to put in a little bit of work and effort, that this can and will work for you. I'm so confident in the education and platform TGD provides. This is the offer I'm going to give you. Sign up tonight with coupon code TGD121. And then if you go through all of our courses, pass the quizzes at the end of the courses, and attend the private study group, if you do those three things and don't make back $1,214 at least once throughout your membership, I'll give you all your money back. I'm dead serious. I will refund you all of your money if you do those three things and still don't make $1,214 back at least once throughout your year membership. That's how confident I am this can and will work for you. I've seen the success my members are having. You've seen it. You've seen them comment in chat. If my members were struggling, if nobody was making money, I wouldn't be able to offer you a money back guarantee. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Worst case scenario, guys, I give you the 1214 back and you get a free Kindle. That's worst case scenario. Okay, so literally, to reiterate, anyone that's on the fence, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Ball's in your court now, folks. You don't make it back after doing it. Listen, if you don't do that, if you don't go through the courses, okay, you don't do anything, and you're like, I didn't make any money, Mike, I want my money back. No. But if you're willing to put in some effort, if you go through all of my courses, you pass the quizzes, you attend the study group, and if you still don't make that back at least once at your membership, I'll give you all your money back. That's the offer I'm willing to make you. Now it's up to you. I'm basically guaranteeing your membership costs. Now it's up to you. Are you ready to invest in yourself, get an education, take control of your own financial future? Stop trying to figure this stuff out on your own. Stop trying to scour through hours and hours on YouTube trying to figure out who's legit and who's full of shit. If you guys are ready, that's a deal I'm willing to make anyone that signs up here tonight. Use coupon code TTG121 before midnight tonight. Get a 45% discount before the price goes up. You have a few hours left before the price goes up. 3 a.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. or 12 midnight Pacific. That's when the price goes up. So if you want to lock in that 12-14 price point, do it now. Use coupon code THD121. You'll get a free Amazon Kindle, and I'll give you that money back guarantee. And then if you guys are still unsure, you do have that 7-day trial. TTG THREE.com. TTG THREE.com. That's for that 7-day trial. Guys, again, the TGG stimulus is being done in the main chat room. Any of my TGG members that want to go into the giveaway room, okay, it's not the giveaway room tonight. It's in the main chat room, okay? You do not need a password. My TGG fam, okay, for the TGG stimulus, go into the main chat room. So I told you guys before, for those of you that are not members, like what the hell is this guy talking about? I told you we give away to all of our members. In March, Adam and I, Adam's co-founder and my business partner in True Trading Group, we decided we were tired of waiting for the government to figure out the stimulus. So what we decided was we were going to do our own TGG stimulus. So every trading day in the month of March, we raffle off $100 to 5 TTG members. Okay, we raffle off $100 to 5 TTG members. It's just our way of kind of giving back to our members while, you know, people were waiting for stimulus checks. Obviously now that's been kind of taken care of. Some people thought it was going to happen in February. It didn't. So that's something that we do for all of our TGG members. Okay. So again, my TGG fam, if you guys want to participate in that, it's in the main chat room. Adam is in the main chat room right now doing that TGG stimulus giveaway. Okay. So that's it, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, and of course, smash the hell out of that like button. Show me how much you guys appreciate the time, energy, and effort that goes into all of these streams. Use coupon code THD121 before midnight Pacific to get that 45% discount, a free Amazon Kindle, and a money back guarantee. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Get your butts in chat. Stop trying to trade on your own. I'll see you guys all later. Enjoy the rest of your evening.